09 Renegade 800. Just did a set of snorkels on it. Just going to show you all the little things I did. Start with the CVT intake. It's got the factory snorkel still on there, and what I did was put this rubber boot. Just bought that at the hardware store in the plumbing section. It's made for 2-inch ABS pipe. Before I put that on there, right in the end of the factory snorkel, I cut off about a ½ an inch of 2-inch pipe, and I stuffed it inside the end of the snorkel, right on the inside of it. It fits in there perfectly if you make it go, and it rounds out the end of the snorkel nicely, and then you can squeeze the clamp real nice and tight without collapsing the snorkel. Works awesome. Other than that, just got that boot. Then I have a piece of 2-inch pipe there. I adapted it down to 1.5 inches, and you can see all the little twists and bends, and up through the fender. Nothing funner than drilling holes in your buddy's fender. That sucks. These here are just 2-inch trailer light rubber grommets. Actually ended up cutting, there's a bottom lip on there, ended up cutting that off, and then the pipe just fits through there nice. Makes a nice finish. Nothing to that. That would be the intake. Also, if I can find it, there's the guard that goes up in there. It covers everything up. You can see I got that all cut out and shaped. There's actually a lot of it missing, but a little bit more splash guard in there, the better. Just keeps everything out of the electronics. Took a little trial and error, cut and fit. Not 100%, but it's better than nothing. Actually, I have nothing on my quad. I just have it open just like you see here. For the factory snorkel, you can see all the crap silicone that's on there. What I did was I cut out a piece of styrofoam that was too big, more or less, a little bit too big, and I forced it in there, and then I took a tube of silicone and just squeezed the living tar out of it and put a whole bunch of silicone in there, and then I just moved around with my finger until everything in there is covered. So once that silicone dries, you should be good and plugged. That's about all there is happening over there. In the CVT exhaust, just use the factory boot, and to adapt into it, just use one of this 2-inch ABS. This here end right here fits perfectly inside the factory boot. It's basically instant adapter right there. It's awesome. And then I have it downsized to 1.5 inches on the other side. Now you can see in there how I have it. Comes from 2-inch off the back, and it comes down here. It's just downsized right there, 2.5 inches. Comes around and goes up. This one's got a shifter lock on it like mine, so you kind of got to go around it. If you don't have the shifter lock, you can go straight up from there and right up and in. This joint here is not silicone sealed, but it is screwed. So basically, if you're submerged up to here for a long time, you will take on a little bit of water, but you've got other issues if that's your problem. That's just for ease of taking it apart. If somebody needs to get in to do some kind of work or want to do whatever, it's just easy to take it apart. That just bends around, comes in under this side. Nothing serious, just takes a whole bunch of time to fit and twist and shake and fit till you get everything where you want. Same thing as on the other side. It's just to cut the hole in there, got the rubber grommet on. That's what we have for the exhaust. For the guards on this side, this is the part that sucked for this design, but this piece here, I had to cut the top lip off. You can't tell because I'm a professional. I had to cut that off. There's usually this here flat piece that you see right here. extends all the way along. I cut that all off, finished it up nice, so that that'll fit on there nice around that pipe, because it leans right against it. And then the other side panel that comes right across the side of the quad, I had to cut a piece out right here. But you can't even tell unless you were down there looking. The only way you tell is because you know. You can see I got a cutout right here. Looks good. I'm happy with that. One more piece we have. The guard that goes up under here to support your rad hoses and keep the splash out. Just hack the corner out of that. Same thing. Just trial and error, make it fit, make it fit. A super nice trick for trimming on this plastic. May sound kind of dumb to some, but it works unreal. Right there. Take it to your wire wheel. You can shape that any way you want. It takes off a little bit at a time. It's super nice and slick. Makes a half decent finish on the end. I gotta buff this up here a little bit, make it a little better, but works awesome. Now we got the airbox intake. It's identical to my setup. Drilled can't remember how big the hole is now in here. On the front on both sides of the airbox cover. It's all inch and a half pipe comes out and is 90, comes straight up through the front. And that's just a couple little pieces with bends in it. You just got to twist it around until you make it fit and make your angles the right way. I just got to make the two upper pieces yet, but that's only going to take a few minutes. When it's all done, it's going to look pretty much like that. Works very nice. There you have her.